Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Kansas City Royals. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Getting the nod in this one, Chris Bubich. What do you look for here?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win, and really, that's all his teammates can ask for, so we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Stepping in, Kelly Sullivan. And with that, we're underway in Kansas City. Popped up. Massey under it. And there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Kelly Sullivan. Even in the dark, you know I gotta shine. I looked out the window, saw the sun shining.
Nope. Ball
the
one.
Guardians have raced out of the gate to start the season. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just powered it through the left side of the infield. Yeah, you mentioned how well they played, Boog, and I think it's a sign of things to come. You don't win as frequently as they have by accident.
Chase DeLauder digs in now, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Checks over to first, back safely. DeLauder getting the start in right, hitting third in the lineup, and he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Step off, throw to first. Sullivan dives back in safely. And that's the second disengagement now. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second and out of bounds. Safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
Man at second. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Chopper to second. In plenty of time to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ballgame. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Kansas City, and on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Cody Sullivan. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
The 0-1. Makes the catch. One down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. With an excellent arm on the mound, Zingy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Bobby Witt Jr., the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Sullivan. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
In the air, left field. Kwan should have this one. Takes it in for the out. And there's two away. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
That one in there across the letters. And that's downstairs. And a count 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Scoreless after one. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. And a foul ball. On the ground. Witt. Throw to first in time.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs, base is empty. Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians. No score here in the second. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Can't glove it cleanly, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Number 28, Kyle Isbell.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Stretches out and holds it in. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Marte in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Royals. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Out towards right center field. Isbell on the move. He's got it. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 9, the third baseman, number 6, Jonathan India.
Line drive, base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Kelly Sullivan getting ready to hit.
Oh, that pitch is out.
India leads off first with 1 away.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
This one in the air, center field. Isbell settles under it, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Cody Sullivan.
This one smoked on its way out of here. The 2-run shot. That's his 5th homer of the series. And the Guardians jump in front. It's 2-0. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is, Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Oh, 1.
The 1-0. That one lifted to left. Collins under it. And that is that. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one at triple digits.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. 1 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And that one hammered back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Batting ninth.
Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So digging in, Nick Lofton.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Struck him out without a swing. That K is his third of the game.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Nope.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Right side, Bazana. Play made, that ends the inning. Royals lead 1. They trail things here 2-0.
Was the second that I knew I wouldn't mind my 9 to 5 if I was coming home to you. Now I'm
All set for the start of the inning. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo.
Manzardo.
In the air, left field. And there's 1 away.
The batter, number 4, shortstop Brian Rubio.
Well struck, right field, carrying well. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
1 down. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he'll reach second with 1 away. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Kwan around third. He'll score easily, and it's 4-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
1 out. Runner at second. Bo Naylor now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Bazzana coming home. He'll score, and it's 5-0. Oh, the throw is over his head.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting a knock every time he steps to the plate. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Kris Bubic departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New arm out of the bullpen, Steven Cruz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
A swing and a soft liner. He hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for Cleveland, Kelly Sullivan.
So the batting order turns over. Kelly Sullivan digs in for the Guardians. He's a guy who does it all.
Nope. Outside.
Sullivan launched a homer in his most recent game. Two outs and a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Line drive to short and caught. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. And midway in the 4th, it's the Guardians 5 and the Royals nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals.
That's a ball.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. The 1-0. That clears the corner. Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2. Got him swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts. Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Nothing across against him yet, so he may just let it ride.
Right through there for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
There's a swing and a drive. That one's back. Caught just shy of the wall.
Up next for the Royals.
That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We've got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing that.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Got him. That's the third out. Royals go down 1-2-3. It's 5-0. Back here in Kansas City, ready now for the 5th inning. Cody Sullivan digs in for the Guardians.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another homer. His 6th of the series, and they add a run. It's 6-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. He's flexing his power with another home run, Boog. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
Nope, that's
With
a
all of
ball.
those hard hits, the guys are going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Runner on the move. Swinging a foul straight back. Oh, 1 down. Runner on the go again. On the ground, right side. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Up next for Cleveland, the left fielder, Steven.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. 1 for 2. That one laced to center and a base hit. Manzardo around third. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 8-0.
Up next for Cleveland,
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Steven Cruz won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Nick Mears will take over here. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Popped in the air, left field, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, number 6, Jonathan India.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run is in, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Kelly Sullivan. 0 for 3 in this one. Sullivan matched a homer in his last game. Man on second, 2 down. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A 2-run homer, their 3rd home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Nick Mears out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Lucas Ursig. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Ball, that pitch is up.
Nobody in the league has more stolen bases than he does this season. He has been dangerous. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Isbell gets under it. Brings it in. And that is that. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 12 and the Royals nothing. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Kyle Isbell.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
1 away.
Up next for the Royals, the right fielder, Darley Marte.
This one in the air right field. DeLauder takes it in for the out. That's out number 2.
The batter number 19, second baseman.
And now here is Michael Massey. Flied out to center in his first at bat.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ball.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And they'll do it again. The Royals with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Sent down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
ask for harder, you can try to, but the writing's on the wall.
Chase DeLauder digs in for the Guardians.
The right fielder, Chase DeLauder.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. One up, one down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit. Well, one of our biggest storylines coming in was just how well he's been seeing the ball boot, proving again today that he's a real difference maker for this team. Hit streak intact and then some. That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
That one drilled left field. That's going back. Back some more. And caught on the warning track.
The batter, number 4, shortstop Brian Rubio.
Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that is that. Guardians lead one, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Self-motivation is a virtue, and the lack of that can truly hurt you. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we major. Gotta grind till it take all your pain away. It takes us to save us. The money will never change us. We gon' do what we major.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Foul ball there. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Cody Sullivan is done. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, number 41. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Aye!
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Garcia in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan settles underneath it. That is the inning. So they make short work of them there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Guardians 12 and the Royals nothing. This is an AL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
So the Royals bring on a new arm, number 38.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Leading off for the Guardians, the second baseman, Travis Mazzano.
Hit on the ground to short. Witt handles, throws to first. One pitch and one out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
And foul ball.
Ball, that's down.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And it's gone. A solo shot. That's his 50th career homer. And they add to the lead. It's 13-0. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One down. Jonathan India at the plate. That's in there, and that is strike one.
Ball.
Ripped on a line to center. And there's two down.
Up next for Cleveland, the center fielder, Kelly Sullivan.
Throwing at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Isbell under it. And that is that. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. 7th inning stretch time. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on The Show, Ohio. Back here at Kauffman's